The Cardiff Devils have announced that Team GB head coach, Pete Russell, will be the new head coach of the Welsh side. Signing a 2-year deal, he comes in after Brodie Dupont departed the club, after a somewhat disappointing season for them. But is this the right move for the Devils? Is this what they really need? And what can Russell achieve with the Devils? Let's talk about it. To begin, I want to talk about his career up to this point, particularly in recent years. Looking back to 2017, when the Milton Keynes Lightning joining the Elite League. He ran the bench for 2 seasons in the league. Now we know he didn't find much success in Milton Keynes. But I put very little fault for that with Russell. I don't think that team was ready for the jump up. And whilst they had some decent players, they really lacked talent through that lineup. After that, he joined the Glasgow Clan for the 2018-2019 season. They had a pretty good season, finishing 4th in league standings, but failed to do any damage in the postseason. He then moved on from the Elite League to Germany's second-tier league, the DEL 2. Whilst it is a different style of hockey, I would say in the level of competition, the DEL 2 is comparable to the Elite League. This past year the DEL 2 was home to players we know well, such as Sam Hare, who came 11th in league scoring last year. Also other guys like Stefan Della Rovere, Taylor Doherty, Bryce Reddick, Christian Blumenschien, and Brett Welichka after he left the Panthers mid-season. There Russell spent the past 4 seasons. He joined EHC Freiburg for the 2019-2020 season, where they finished 3rd in league standings out of 14 teams. He stayed for the 2020-2021 season where they again finished 3rd. The following season after Russell's departure, that team dropped all the way to 9th. They clearly missed Russell as coach. He moved on to the Ravensburg Tower Stars in 2021-2022. The year prior to his arrival they finished 7th, but in Russell's first season with them, they rose to finish 3rd. His performance saw him called up with the Augsburger Panthers, in Germany's top-flight league, which is a very impressive league. He didn't stay for long, returning to the Tower Stars mid-season. There he led them to become the DEL 2 playoff champions. Immediately after becoming playoff champion, he returned to home shores to coach Team GB recently, leading them to promotion to Division 1A by winning 5 straight. So that is his recent record. But I am interested in his comments after the signing was announced. When asked about his style of play, he said, "We are going to play fast. Aggressive with and without the puck. And in hockey you need to establish a forecheck. We want to be relentless and make use of the whole bench with short shifts." And also when asked if he had something to prove in his home league, he simply said, "For sure, I want to win." You can see his guy has a fire in his belly. I wonder if after he found success in Europe, and found success on the international stage, he has that hunger to find success in his home domestic league. Something he couldn't do with Glasgow or Milton Keynes in the past. I really like that he is coming back to the UK with that championship mentality. Winning the DEL 2 championship is really impressive, and he will be bringing that winning mentality to Cardiff. Overall I think this is a pretty good move for the Devils. This Devils team hasn't lived up to their high standards for a couple years now, and they need a winner behind the bench. I do wonder though, is Russell a guy that will be here for the long haul? In recent years he has usually moved on from teams after a couple of years. In this league we see it time and time again, teams do best when they have a coach for longer periods of time, to build that culture. Teams like Coventry who really moved forwards last year with Danny Stewart. Or Guildford Flames taking a huge step after years with Paul Dixon. On the other hand teams with new coaches all had major setbacks. The Panthers, the Clan, and the Dundee Stars to name a few. Will he be in Cardiff for the foreseeable future? Something to note. But something I think will be great, is the affect he will have on the young Brits. He knows these guys well. Can he bring out the best in batch after what was a bit of a down year? And can he help Waller take that next step into the top 6? I also wonder if he will have a good impact on those younger Brits, guys like Reece Kelly, or maybe a Bailey Harewood? He did emphasize wanting to use his whole bench. Perhaps that means more call-ups? I am excited to see how Russell does with the Devils this year. But I want to hear from Devils fans. Was this the right move? And how will they get on this season? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, take care.